Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to day 8 of the UK and Ireland tour. We stayed last night somewhere just outside Londonderry with Kieran's auntie, and this morning it's been a bit rainy, but now it's cleared. We are at Shropshire Beach, like actually on the beach. Just going to have a chat with this fella over here. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
You're fine. It's good to know. How was your night?
Pretty comfortable, dry and warm inside a house.
Was it a late one?
It was a fairly late one, yeah.
How late?
Your Uncle Jerry likes to be sociable, so about 3 a.m.
Yeah, about 3 a.m.
time.
Did we have any crack?
Not in the pharmaceutical sense, but in the traditional Irish. The crack was grand.
The crack was grand. Thanks very much to Jerry and Mags for
Yeah.
accommodating us last night.
And a good bang up breakfast as
Oh,
well.
aye, a smashing breakfast this morning. How many stars out of 5 for Mags's accommodation?
Ooh, I think I'd overall, being honest, 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
Yeah.
Good work.
And especially for the recommendation of this little waypoint.
Yeah, this is a Mags recommendation.
Boom.
So where are we off to today?
We are going kind of Sligo direction, down sort of Galway, another little family stop off by the end of the day, but getting hopefully a lot more of this kind of coastal business.
Yeah. Sunshine and blueness. Right, let's enjoy this for a minute and then get going.
The majestic cow that runs gracefully across the landscape.
Here we see the cow in its natural habitat. Kieran,
Hi there.
what day is it?
Must be day 9.
It's day 9. What are we doing today?
We're off down to Turlough,
We're off down the Turlough.
which is kind of a little, well, not so little body of water that happens to encroach onto some of my family's farmland, but it's quite an interesting section. There's a lot of historical bits and pieces kicking around to have an eyeball at.
Gonna go and find the hill fort, aren't we?
See if the gang wants to come with us.
Hello, gang. Can't come. Stay. Stay. Sit. Sit.
No, shit.
Not shit. Sit. Bleeding cows.
Oh, a bit kinky that one.
So that is the Turlough.
Yeah.
Turlough. Apparently the water level's very low at the moment, but then there's been 8 weeks of sunshine and no rain. As far as I can tell, I don't know if you know any different, Kieran, but I think it's just a runoff, possibly, from all the fields around it that forms a natural body of water. It does have a name, so it has been here a long time and it is recognised. And all around the edge of it, you can't see them right now, there are sort of ring forts, old ring forts, they're burial mounds. Kieran's uncle was telling us that the guys from the University of Manchester came and dated one of the burial mounds at 6000 BC. So there's obviously been people living around here for a long time, and I'm guessing this has been here for a long time because they're all around the edge of it. So yeah, 8,000 years at least, we'll say. Over there can't get to it. It's on the neighbour's land, but there's a very distinct, I don't know what you'd call it, a hill fort or a ringed enclosure. I'll try and take a photograph of that off Google Maps and put that in here. There it was, so that's the ringed enclosure. Me and Kieran are going to go and see if we can see it now. We're up a little bit higher, you can kind of get more of an impression of the Trossachs. We've just been trying to find the ringed enclosure, which is just to our left, but it's all very securely obscured. We can't get through, so we just have to suffice with the photograph from Google Maps. So yeah, day 9 is a rest day. We were here last night.
Yeah.
We had a nice curry and chats with your family, and we're going to chill out this morning, maybe do a little bit of a exploration ride this afternoon if the weather improves, and then crack on with the tour tomorrow. Any thoughts on that, Kieran? Any thoughts? Anything you want to add? Any messages for our fans?
Well, for all 3 of you out there, I'd say do visit Ireland, but you know, maybe always get it at its best.
Yeah, I mean it's not unpleasant, but we've just hit a particularly bad patch of weather in Scotland and Ireland so far, but it's beautiful all the same. So yeah, rest day. I've just been looking on the map for the picture of the ringed enclosure, which is over there, and realised that the border of County Galway and County Roscommon goes right through the Trossachs, so that's pretty cool. On this edition of Make It Better, we introduce our new project. There she is, in all her farmy glory. What's the 0 to 60 time on this bad boy?
December.
December. Which day in December?
17th.
17th. That's not bad actually. That's pretty fast.
I mean, it's got some sort of like 4-eyed saber-tooth something or other on the steering wheel, so it's got to be pretty.
That's, so you know, it's got the bigger engine on it. It's got some knobbly knobbles.
All of the dials.
All
I
of
can
the knobbles.
float with this one, and then you have to please turn over.
Please turn over.
Yep. Just checking out the new ride. We're going to use this on tour instead of the bikes. We're going to camp in the flatbed.
We put a canopy on the back.
Yeah, it'll be a perfect little home. We'll get through these shitty conditions.
The maintenance could be a bit higher. I'm only after buying tyres, 2 back tyres for the back of this.
I'd imagine that's a fair
Yeah,
penny.
€1,000.
€1,000 for a set of tyres.
Get a remold.
And they were seconds. They were second-hand tyres. They weren't seconds. They were second-hand tyres. They were 95% new, like.
Yeah.
But the tractor was going for export. But they never exported with really good tyres on it.
No.
You know, they're no fun.
That's a guest cameo by Kieran's Uncle John.
It's another John.
All the
for the
Johns.
mission.
Irish John.
He's the man with the knowledge and the tools and the time to do all of the things.
And the
but
cows.
never does.
And this is Eric. You're a good boy, aren't you? Hello, Eric. Hello, matey. Keeping guard. Yeah, it's a good boy. Oh yeah. Come on. Day 9 continues. It is our rest day. We are heading back to stay with Kieran's family again later on. But we're just having a little bit of a ride and a bit of an explore. And we are here at Loch Mask. Kieran's brought us here. Have you been here before?
Nope.
Just seen it on a map and liked the look of it.
Yeah, just thought I'd wing it today and try and stick to some smaller roads kind of anything that's with the 3 numbers or avoiding ones with an N at the start as much as possible tends to find you something decent to ride on.
So you would say that the N roads are equivalent to big A roads or possibly even motorways,
Yeah.
and the R roads are
The
sort of
fun
small
ones.
A roads and B roads.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, not bad roads. We're a bit overcast, but we're not getting wet, so it's an improvement. So there we are. Let's carry on a bit. It's a bit windy. Ah! It is day 10. Another lovely day in Ireland. It is to there is rain and water sloshing about in my boot. All my essential appendages are wet through. And yeah, let's check in with this fella. How are you getting on? Bringing out the old gloves there.
Yeah, nice.
Anyone else wet?
I think for the first time my left foot is starting to feel a tad damp. So I don't know whether that's stuff kind of soaking through and rolling down, or I've not got it tightened up quite right, but yeah, slightly more uncomfortable today. But these sort of views, even with it being kind of misty and whatever, it's kind of not a very common occurrence, so
Yeah. I'm just going to apologise at this point for the shaky camera. I am actually shivering. Where did we stay last night?
stayed with the family again in
Kildree.
Kildree.
And where we headed today, any ideas?
We're down towards Limerick and staying at a small place, hopefully just a little further south of that. It's probably the only campsite in the country, it seems.
Yeah. I don't know if the Irish are into camping.
Which I can't imagine why.
I can't see why. This landscape is called the Burren, I think it is. B-U-R-R-E-N, which might suggest that it is rather barren, because it is rather barren and bleak and freezing cold and wet. But actually quite interesting all the
Sure, it's
same.
lovely on a sunny day.
Yeah, it's probably really nice on a
Whenever they
sunny
occur.
day. I'm not sure when they occur. Right, I'm shivering too much, let's crack on. Just me for a moment. Kieran's off having a wee. Just to clarify for anybody watching this and looking at this, I'm wondering, why am I shivering? Is it January? Is it February? Maybe March? It is in fact the 1st of August 2018. Yes, the 1st of August. I know. Oh well. Girls, it's day 11 and we are travelling from Adair to Rosslare so we can get the ferry to Wales tomorrow. We are currently on Bunmahone Beach on the south coast of Wales.
Not
And the sun's
south coast of Wales.
Not Wales, south coast of, where are we?
We're kind of travelling across Ireland at the minute.
Ireland, that's where
Yeah.
we are. We're on the
So
south coast of Ireland.
That's tomorrow.
We're going to South Wales, aren't we?
Yeah.
You can see where I got confused there. But yeah, the sun's come out, look. Beach is quite nice. How are you doing today?
Oh, very well. It's a well-needed splash of the old yellow circle.
We like the yellow circle, don't we?
Yeah. So people out getting a bit of surf done in the good conditions. Yeah, got to be careful of the red flags.
I apologise for anybody that wants to know what Kieran's saying when he faces the other way. You'll just have to imagine. It's probably something really interesting
Just make it up.
about red flags.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So,
What a change of pace.
oh my word, it's me.
In case you forgot what he looks like,
You've got to do the interviewing then.
this is our John, yeah, in front of the camera for a change. And, what are your highlights so far, John,
Of today,
of today?
I would say castles, always the castles,
Always the castles.
and the sunshine and not being wet.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah, it's a big one. So sunshine, not being wet, castles, beach. It's a good day. It's a good day so far.
Fantastic. Well, let's see if we can sample a bit more of all of those things.
Let's do it.
Well, as we sit here at camp after just having been fed at the local Chinese,
I had a spicy bag.
he did have a spicy bag. We thought, you know, what better way to finish very nearly the end of our time in Ireland than to sit in camp and share a good pint. And in true Irish tradition, cheers.
Day 12. It's about 1 PM. We've just got off the ferry from Ireland to Wales. We're in Carew, I think it's pronounced, or something like that. This is Carew Castle, and this is Kieran. How's it going?
Yeah, good.
Good crossing?
Yeah, pretty smooth sailing.
Early start?
Just a bit. Kind of up before 7, kind of like 6:30ish. But yeah, it was thankfully a pretty easy breezy morning.
Just sat on our asses for 4 hours, didn't we? Well, I am your captain. I am sailing your boat. Got us across here.
Yeah, he wasn't very enthusiastic.
Captain wasn't very enthusiastic about anything, but we're here, we're not sunk, so let's go and explore Wales. Good evening, boys and girls. We are in, where are we? Portadowie, somewhere near Portadowie in Wales. Wales. It's Friday night. We've just been down to Portadowie town in Wales. It is an experience. It's absolutely an experience. I won't ruin it for you. You can come and visit yourself and see what you think.
A rare treat.
So anyway, the campsite is nice. It's very quiet, and
It needs to be. It's about a mile up
it's about a mile up a big long hill. So it's a bit of a trek getting here, but nice and quiet. Now we're actually here. So I'm going to flip over if I can do that. No, I can't do that while I'm shooting. So let's go and interview Kieran and see how he's getting on.
Yeah.
So there we are. There's Mr. Baker over there. Say hello, Mr. Baker. That's him over there.
Baker,
You might recognise him by now.
featuring in such films as Day 1, Day 2.
Day 2. Yeah, how's your day been?
It's good. Yet another switch of a country. still counts, going from Ireland to Wales. Yeah, that was fairly smooth sailing again. And thankfully John managed to keep all of his insides inside.
Didn't bath.
Didn't bath. But yeah, it was fairly, a little bit busy kind of coming out of the port, but it's to be expected, but soon cleared up. Quite a few main roads, which were sort of unavoidable this time round. But yeah.
Any thoughts on Pontardawe you'd like to add?
Well, if ever you need to check out some classic cars with some tasteful modifications, it's probably not the one for you, because there's some awful options in there. But good pizza, a little bit of cider to finish off with. But yeah, it's just another day and another adventure. So.
What about tomorrow then? Any ideas what we're doing tomorrow?
Well, obviously, John, I am full up on the knowledge of travel. So Brecon Beacons up to sort of
Hay on Wye.
Hay on Wye for another night's camping.
And then on to
Homeward bound.
Homeward bound, yeah. We're going up to Church Stretton tomorrow evening, and then from there on Sunday we'll be heading home. Let me just apologise for the shaky camera. There are horseflies everywhere. We're trying not to get eaten, so we're going to go and continue doing that and probably see you at some point tomorrow morning. Good night.
Bye.
Hello everybody, it's day 13. Where did we stay last night? Pontardawe. And we have just driven over the A4069, which takes you over the Black Mountain, which is part of the Brecon Beacons, and we are here at Handovery Castle. There it is. In a car park, eating pastries as usual. It's my good friend Kieran over here. So the A4069, what did you think to that?
Quite the banger.
Quite the banger, isn't it?
Yes, well worth the trip. I think most of it is like 40 mile an hour, but you wouldn't really dare go much more than that and stay on the road.
Oh, we don't be broadcasting that.
I'm sure there's plenty of people that probably do, but it's plenty enjoyable sticking on the limit that it gives you.
Yeah, it's a nice one to enjoy, isn't it?
Some tight curves, some good scenes, very enjoyable stuff. So
we saw some Welsh ponies on there, didn't we?
yeah, just
lots of
randomly
sheep
strolling
in the
about,
road.
just to be extra cautious of.
Some interesting twists and turns and some really lovely views.
For absolute miles.
We've got to that point in our tour, day 13, where we are, well, Kieran is for certain, doing our laundry and drying it on the move.
Bike back laundry.
We've hit that point in our tour. Where we're going now, we're going over to Brecon. I think it's the A40, which takes you on the north side of the Beacons to Brecon, and it's supposed to be a good road.
Brecon then, is it?
It's Brecon.
Oh,
A40 to Brecon.
Yeah.
Yeah, should we do that one?
Yeah.
Let's do that one. Where are we?
We are in yet another delightful castle.
This one is Hopton Castle.
Yeah. And thankfully, this is one of few that you can just drive up to or ride up to and stroll in without a stupid gift shop or having to pay a silly amount of money. Just leave a donation to help out a bit of restoration.
Which country are we in, Kieran?
We are now, I believe, back in Englandes.
We are back in England.
We got some swifts or swallows or some sort of flying birds that, just doing their thing.
If you hadn't already guessed, I like castles.
soothing sounds of a birthing cow.
Kieran,
John,
how's it going?
oh, pretty relaxed, I'd have to say.
Doing alright over there?
Yep.
Day 13, what's it been like?
It's just been, again, a very relaxed day today. The weather's been good. The roads have been pretty decent. And we're now just chilling out in the woods in hammocks.
Yeah, we've seen some good stuff today, haven't we?
Again, some top-notch castle action.
If anybody else likes castles and motorcycling, just give us a shout because, you know, that's me
We're
to a T.
absolute pros at it now.
We are experts at castling on motorbikes. Yeah, so plan for the evening is to hammock, chill out. And then we've got the bivvy set up, so we've not got tents tonight. The plan is to bivvy, the weather's looking good, so we're not going to have the tents, we're just going to have the sleeping bags on the ground basically. Back to nature. Probably take a little video of that in a while and show you. But yeah, for now, I'm going to read my book. Kieran, what are you going to do?
I'm totally going to Instagram the bejesus out of this scenario.
Kieran's going to Instagram the bejesus out of the hammocking. Alright, well let's get to it then.
Morning campers, day 14.
Day 14.
We didn't bother with the tents last night, we just slept out in the field.
Yep.
By our trusty steeds. Over there.
I mean, there was nothing wrong with the tents. It's not like we broke them or they went on fire,
No.
got stolen.
No.
We had the mad idea of doing it wild.
We did do it wild. How did you sleep?
Pretty well. Probably just the one instance of sort of feet feeling a little bit cold, but generally pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling rested enough to get yourself home today?
I think regardless of what condition I found myself this morning, I would easy enough get myself home.
Okay. Well, what's the plan today? We're currently in Church Stretton somewhere. We're going to head up to the bottom of the Peak District and then we're going to just head straight up through the Peak District home.
Get some more good greenery.
Yeah, the sun's out, the weather forecast looks good. The only thing that's missing from this field are some tasty pastries.
We are somewhere outside Rugeley. We've just come through Cannock Chase and the forest there. The sun's out, we just dropped upon this reservoir. Thought I might stop and stretch our legs a little bit. We've been riding for, well, what time is it? It is 11:14, so we've been riding for maybe an hour and a half, which I think is a sensible time to stop and polish your helmet. Have a little drinky, little dippy do. You alright? Having a good ride?
I am having a good ride.
Yeah. Seen anything of interest this morning?
Mostly your arse.
Yeah. It's been one of them days, like the roads haven't been bad, the weather's good, but there've not been any stops really, not any castles or not got much to see other than the Cannock Chase forest, which we sort of blitzed through in about 5 minutes.
At a sensible rate of knots.
Yeah,
within
obviously
the speed
within the
limits.
national speed limits, of course. So
'Cause
yeah,
there's occasionally it might be some deer that leap out on you, and you know there's a risk of mugging
yeah.
from the wildlife. So I'm going fast enough not to get caught, but still within the speed limit. Let's be safe.
I see you polishing your helmet there. Do you often polish your helmet in public?
Wherever takes my fancy, really.
You just buff it
When needs must.
anytime, any place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got to
cool.
be ready for action.
Right, well, we are now heading, well, where are we heading? We're heading to the south of the Peak District, probably towards Tissington, that sort of place. And then we're going to go straight up through the Peak District all the way home. So we should be there sometime this afternoon, all being well. In a bit. There she is. There she is. It's my doggy. That means we're back. There we are. We have made it. We got back, I don't know, quarter of an hour ago, so maybe about 3:45 in the afternoon. We've been to see Kieran's family, and now we're here at my mum's, where we started.
The circle is complete.
The circle is complete. If you've been following on the tour maps, you'll see that now we've joined up all the dots and we're back where we started.
Not so much of a circle, but more of something that could be construed as genitals.
Yeah,
So-
we seem to have traced the outline of a flaccid cock and balls on the UK, unfortunately. It wasn't intentional, promise. Right, mileage. What we done? 137 today. So that brings the total up to, can you remember what it
I
was?
believe you said 2,116 miles.
2,116 miles around the UK and Ireland in 14 days. Yeah, quite tired now. How are you?
Whew.
Equally tired. Feeling good though?
Yeah, it's quite a big tick on sort of life achievement, really.
You get a sense of success.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
quite a lot achieved in a relatively short space of time, and I think the odd mishap along route, but I think we've been pretty fortunate. You know, despite weather or potential hazards, we've come out top trumps, I think.
Yeah. Would you do it again? Not right now. But
Well, let's go.
let's go. Yeah. Would you most likely do it again? Has it been a bit worthwhile endeavour?
I think definitely.
Yeah.
think-
Somewhere a bit warmer, maybe less rainy next time.
Perhaps those are some good criteria to put into the fold.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna have a cup of tea and a bit of a debrief, and we'll call that the end of our trip. So,
Jobbed.
jobbed. Well done, Kieran. Thanks for your company. It's been a privilege and an honour riding with you.
Let's make it better.
Make it better. Right. Ta-ra then.